Johnny Stepney for iceboxing.com with Conor Quinn. Just, I don't know, were you officially confirmed on this card, but you're definitely on it.
No, well, listen, that's what I'm hearing. Obviously, nothing officially confirmed yet, but the plan for me is I want to be fighting on the undercard of Michael Conlon and Lopez.
And like that, it's mixed undercard a second time for you. Like, just what was the first experience like, and what are you expecting this time around?
The first experience was amazing. It was exactly what I wanted, what I dreamt of. Obviously, Michael has close relations to Clonard Boxing Club, and that's a club I grew up my whole life in, and we fighting in the SSE arena just down the road. It's brilliant, but I think this one will be a hell of a lot better as well, with it being a world title fight. Obviously, it's the first world title fight in Belfast in a very long time. If I was to be part of it, it would be the first world title fight that I've ever been part of or been a part of. So, it's brilliant.
What's the difference of going from the small hall to these big shows? I know you're down the card, but like, can you notice the difference, or even a feel around it, or?
Yeah, no, you can definitely notice the difference. Like, even the likes of today here, the media's turned out for Mick and Paddy and Anto Kakachi. They're obviously doing their official launch and stuff, and so you'd be very excited because you're hearing about it for that long, and obviously with the small hall shows, I absolutely love them. Mark Dunlop's putting on the best shows, best small hall shows in the country, and I've actually got to be a part of them, and I've got the headline one myself. So you're building up the experience, and then whenever you come into these sort of bigger shows, the stadium shows, as such, it's just a whole different world. Like you're going out and fighting, and then coming around and asking you for a ticket to get in. You know what I mean? So it's brilliant. Yeah.
And then just you're talking about building experience, and on the top table, I was just talking to Mark there and was saying, like, Pete, there's no Irish fighter around your weight at the minute for that Celtic or the Irish title, and then you got to look to the British sort of level. Would you be looking towards British title shots? He was suggesting maybe you need more rounds. Not that you're not ready for them boys yet in terms of ability, maybe just a bit more experience. Would you be on board with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. In terms of ability, I think I'm levels above some of these guys that are fighting for the British Commonwealth titles, and obviously in the super flyweight division, there's not much around. However, like 2 or 3 more fights, get some rounds under the belt. Do an 8-rounder, do a 10-rounder, and obviously my last fight was scheduled for 8, but it only went 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So I agree with that, definitely. By the end of the year, I'll have a few more rounds banked, a couple more big fights, and that's when we want to start pushing on the British Commonwealth level.
And are you just being polite there and agreeing with Mark, or are you chopping at the bit to jump? Like, if it can, would you take them fights now?
100%.
Yeah.
If Mark was to turn around now there and say, we're fighting tomorrow for a British title or Commonwealth title, of course I would jump at it, you know what I mean? But I understand that, he's managing my career, and he's one of the best managers out there for a reason. So I have full trust in him, like maybe a couple of years ago if someone was offering me things and stuff, I'd have jumped at it, whereas now I fully trust whatever Mark thinks is the right move, so yeah.
So it's just biding it. Do you keep an eye on the division? Like, is there any names you might think you might collide with in a year's time, or?
Yeah, well, definitely. I was looking there. I think the super flyweight British title was held last weekend.
Yeah.
I think Marcel Braithwaite and Ajaz Ahmed, and they actually drew. I think the guy Ahmed has fought for 3 or 4 times, and every fight's been a draw. So I'm always looking. It's crazy, but I'm always looking at these guys, and like I says, I think like in terms of ability and skill, I don't think that's anything to be worried about. Obviously, they've had a lot more professional fights than myself, and I'm only starting out. I've only really been back into the ring for maybe 8 or 9 months. So taking all that into consideration, I think whenever the time is right for Mark, it'll be more than ready for me, So.
And then just having Paddy in the gym, he's up there wearing your hat. Was that your hat?
That's right, yeah.
Is that a better hat, or he just being?
No, what that is it's because I give him it for free. And,
right.
When it comes to money, if Paddy had the bad hat to wear today, or he had a free one, he's going to put it on. He's telling me, or he's just supporting me. I don't know. Like, maybe it's because I've showed him a few things in the gym recently.
But just as a sort of an example, someone coming from the smaller halls and coming through, it's nice to have him around, I suppose, or to pick his brain, or.
Oh, definitely. Like even with the likes of these shows, obviously Paddy's very heavily involved now, and not just as a fighter, but he's that high up the card, and he's probably going to be co-main event, so he knows exactly what's going on. He's able to give you a hand in terms of things, even the likes of today and all. Like this is all brand new to anyone in Belfast looking in these types of events, and he's sort of giving you an idea of what's going on and what he's doing and stuff. So it's brilliant, and like you said, the small hall shows right up the world champion. You couldn't get a better sort of module than that. Like if you had to draw out a career path from small hall shows to the top level, that's exactly what you would put in. So that's amazing.
Oh, yeah, appreciate your time.
Thanks very much.
Thanks,
Thank
Conor.
you.
Thanks.